So today we need, well, we don't need, but if you have one, it's great, a strap. If you don't, that's fine too. Um, Blanket and a pillow. And then you can come to either a comfortable seated position or you can lie on your back if that's more comfortable. And then you can either keep your eyes open or if it's comfortable, you can close them. And then just start tuning into your body, feeling the ground underneath you. Maybe see if you can notice any sounds, either far away, maybe something outside the window, or sounds that are closer. Maybe that's your breathing, maybe something else. And notice any other sensations in your body. Could be comfortable sensations, uncomfortable ones. Try and just perceive them without judging, just notice where they are. So last week we started talking about the yamas and the niyamas, kind of the do's and don'ts of yoga. And uh, the second one, the second yama is called satya, and that is truthfulness. And I think the simple interpretation of that is about not lying, speaking the truth, obviously. But I think there's another layer there, which is really about truthfulness and authenticity in our own thoughts, words, and deeds. Um, and I sometimes find that a little difficult, the authenticity, where sometimes you don't want to hurt people or anything like that, trying to please. Um, and so I find it a really good practice to notice that when you can and try and assess the situation. Like, is this authentic what I'm doing here, what I'm saying? Does this really reflect what I need and feel? And is there a way to align those a little more? And is there a gentle way to kind of move in that direction? Doesn't have to be black or white, um, but sometimes we can be a little more authentic in how we show up for ourselves and for others. And when we do that, just kind of observe what happens. Does the world actually break down? Um, if maybe you're saying something that the other person might not want to hear, um, but that is more aligned with yourself. So, yeah, it's a little try and error, it's a practice, and just kind of moving in that direction. So, if you like, you can set an intention for today's practice. And then we'll start with some tapping today. So if you don't have your eyes open, you can slowly open them. You can either lie down or stay seated if that's comfortable. So we'll start with our left hand, and then on the right hand, kind of bringing 3 fingers and just starting to tap the lower edge of the left hand, just lightly. Just notice how that feels in your fingers and on your hand. And moving on to our left shoulder, and then slowly tapping along the collarbone, to the other shoulder, and then swap your hands and continue the tapping on your right arm and tapping down the outside of your arm all the way to your fingertips, and then flipping your hand and tapping back up the inside of your right arm, back over collarbones, swapping out your hands, and then down the upper side of your arm all the way to fingertips and back up the inside. And then we'll do that a couple more times on your own time. See if you can focus on where in your hands and arms and along your chest you can feel the tapping. And what that might feel like, what the sensation is. And then after the next time that you're coming back up your left arm, just bringing your hands back down on your knees. And then we'll bring both hands to our collarbone and just kind of tap that general area. And start taking some slow, deep breaths here into your stomach, through your nose, and then out. And making the exhale just a little longer than the inhale. Then we'll start humming our exhales. Stimulate the vagus nerve. Inhale and exhale. Mm. Couple more on your own. And then after the second one, just come back to normal breathing and bring your palms down on your knees. Just observe how your breath is. Notice any sensations. Maybe you're feeling some tingling, maybe not, maybe something else. And then if you're seated, we'll come to lying down, to Shavasana. If you want, you can bring a pillow under your head. Spread your arms and legs out just a little bit so feet and hands aren't touching anything. And just come to stillness here. Feel the ground underneath you. Taking a few more breaths here. Like you can continue the humming on the exhale. And then start slowly turning your head to the right and to the left. The inhale, turn it out, and then on the exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, turn, and exhale back to center. Couple more here. And then on your next inhale, bring your hands up to your shoulder and exhale back down by your sides. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale and exhale a little more slowly. Inhale and exhale. Just keep going like that. If you want, you can count on your in and exhale, 4 in and 6 out, Or if that's too long, you can do 2 in, 3 out, just trying to make the exhale a little longer. Then on your next inhale, bring the hands all the way up towards the ceiling and exhale them out to your sides to a T. Inhale up and exhale back out. Inhale up and exhale out to the sides. Couple more on your own time. And after the next one, the next exhale, bring your hands down by your side. And then checking back in with your body, see if there's any tension now, maybe in your shoulders, maybe in your jaw, in your forehead. And if so, just see if you can relax those areas of your body as you exhale. And then checking in with your body, see if you have more energy. Keep going with your arms, or if you might need some more rest here. And in that case, just stay here and keep breathing. Either way is great. Important part is to check in and to notice where you're at. If you want to keep going, on your next inhale, bring your arms up over your head. And on the exhale, bring them back down by your side. A few more of those. Inhale up. And exhale down. You can keep humming if you want. On the exhale. And otherwise, just keep your breath as it is and try and make the exhale a little longer. Couple more breaths here. And then rest in Shavasana with your arms back down by your sides. Check in with yourself again. Any tension, any sensations in your arms, maybe. Check in with your energy. See if you can sense what your body might need. And we're going to bring our feet towards our hips, knees pointing up. And then, if this feels good to you, I'm going to start slightly lifting and tilting our hips. And if that's too much for you, then just think about doing that movement without actually doing it. So on your next inhale, just pressing very slightly into your feet, and then rolling and tilting your hips up just slightly and lifting a little bit. And exhale, roll back down. Couple more of those. Inhale, lift and tilt just slightly. And exhale, roll back down. If it still feels good for you, do one more. Inhale, lift just a little bit. And exhale, roll your hips back down. And then bring your right knee towards your chest and flatten the left knee, so stretch your leg back out. And then just ease your knee as far as it goes. Take a couple of breaths here. And then, if it's comfortable, pull your knee towards your right shoulder a little bit more and see if you can get a little bit of a stretch in your hamstrings there, glutes. Couple breaths here. And then we'll bring the knee to the outside a little bit as far as is comfortable for you. Not putting a lot of pressure, just guiding your knee in a comfortable position. Opening the hip joint a little bit here. And take a couple of breaths here. And then swap your knee from your right into your left hand. Cross it over your body, not very far, just slightly as far as comfortable. Again, not putting pressure here. And just seeing if you can feel a little bit of a twist. And breathing into that twist into your stomach. Deep inhale and deep, slow exhale. And then coming back to center. Now, if you have a strap, you can use it. Otherwise, just do it without. If you have one, you can put it around the center of your foot and then hold on to it with your right hand. And then just push your heel up towards the ceiling. And if you don't have a strap, just doing the same thing as far as you can comfortably go. And see if you can feel a bit of a stretch in the back of your leg, hamstrings, maybe your calf. And if you do have a strap, you can pull your foot up kind of above the direction, general direction above your head a little bit, so towards you. And just so that you have a gentle stretch in the back of your leg. And then release and bring your right leg back down next to your left leg. And just rest here for a few breaths. See if there's any sensations there. Maybe you can sense any difference between right side of your body and your leg and left side of your body and your left leg. Just notice. And then we'll bring the left knee towards our chest, holding it and just easing it gently to wherever it wants to go. Taking a few breaths here. And pulling your knee towards you. Towards your left shoulder, squeezing a little bit more. And breathe here. And relax. And slowly start bringing out your knee to your left hand and slightly towards the outside of your body. No pressure, just as far as it wants to go. Breathe here. And then bring it back to center. Swap out your hands and bring your knee across your body as far as it wants to go into a very gentle twist. And breathe into that twist. Deep inhale into your stomach and deep, long exhale here. And then let your knee come back to center. Grab your strap if you have one, put it around your foot, and then stretch your heel towards the ceiling. Feel into that stretch in the back of your leg, hamstrings, maybe your calf. And take a couple of breaths here. If you have a strap, you can pull your foot towards you just ever so slightly. So you can feel a stretch in the back of your leg. Keep breathing. And then bring your foot down, remove the strap, and stretch your leg out. Next to your other leg, hands out by your side, and come into Shavasana, final relaxation pose. Grab a blanket if you have one. Your body temperature is going to drop. If you want to make any adjustments, maybe put a pillow under your knees, maybe not. Maybe put some socks on if you're cold. And just make sure you're going to be comfortable for a few minutes. And then let your arms and legs rest. Feel how the floor carries them. Feel how the ground carries the rest of your body too. You don't have to do anything here. You can just let go. And start focusing on the breath. See where you notice it the most. Maybe it's your stomach lifting, falling. Maybe somewhere else, like air coming in and out of your nose. Wherever that might be, just observe and focus on your in and exhale there. And whenever your mind wanders, just gently bring it back to that sensation of your breath. Notice if your mind has wandered. If so, just guide it back to the breath. And slowly start noticing the ground under your body again. Feel the weight of your body, gravity, and then notice any sounds. Start gently wiggling your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles. And then if you want, you can stay lying down for a little longer, and otherwise just roll to your right side, bringing your knees in, and your head, using your right arm as a pillow for your head. Take a breath in and out here. And then slowly come up to a seated position. If your eyes are closed, keeping them closed. Take a breath here. If you set an intention earlier, come back to that. And then slowly open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. And for the week, see if you can check in with yourself a few times. Maybe remember that concept of satya, truthfulness, authenticity, and see if you can observe that in yourself. And that is all. Thank you.